New South Wales residents have paid $4 billion in fines over the past 5 years. Now, most of those have been for things like speeding, and I reckon I've probably contributed about half of that. But it's not just...
How can you afford that?
No way, we are single-handedly propping up this state.
Jeez.
Caleb gets no credit. He's proudly still, at the age of 25, never had a speeding fine. Matt, it's all you and me.
I can't believe that Caleb at 25 hasn't... You're not even trying.
No, I just speed in places where I don't get detected, clearly. But I want to know how you two can both afford to punt up $2 billion each. I got to go and ask for a pay rise. God.
We're on different contracts
I'm on a payment plan with Revenue New South Wales.
But let me get back to the point. That's mostly speeding that's filled government coffers, but the state government has raked in more than $4 million, fining people for the most innocuous things that you would be surprised to learn are offences. According to data from New South Wales State Revenue, in the past 5 years, one person has been fined $220 for climbing a tree in a public park. Now, I'm not a big tree climber, but I did not know that was against the law.
You've got to be kidding me.
8 people have been fined in the past 5 years, $300 each, for playing an instrument too loudly. Now, I must point out on this one, if it relates to a primary school student with a recorder, I reckon a $300 fine is letting them off lightly.
Firstly, that's not an instrument. It's a recorder.
1,000 people over the last 5 years in New South Wales have been fined $180 apiece for walking a dog without a collar. But this one I found fascinating. 630 people fined $410 each for honking their horn inappropriately. How else do you say goodbye to your grandmother other than toot toot?
I could not believe this includes when you honk your horn to say goodbye. Like, I remember as a kid, that was just standard practice even, and it was a lovely, friendly way to say hi or bye if you're pulling in or leaving, especially in a family our size with mum, dad and 7 kids. So you always knew, oh, mum's here with the groceries or whatever. Like, they're literally ruining everyday, wholesome family stuff that you just do.
That horn honking one, the state government raked in $226,000 just from chasing down people for incorrect use of their car horn.
And this is what I can't get over. Yes, it is an offence to use your horn inappropriately because it's meant to be a warning device, right? But we all know, like, a little honk to say goodbye, does it hurt anyone?
No.
Unless you're sitting around at midnight. Like, when I go home, if I decide to sit in the driveway, just, comatose with my head slumped on the horn, waking everyone in the neighbourhood up, sure, I deserve to be wrapped over the knuckles for that. But what copper, or 360 of them, or maybe it's just the one copper who just has it in for horn honkers, what copper's going around going, oh, you just used your horn incorrectly, sir, you're now going to get a $410 fine? And the other one that I cannot get over is 2,300 people have been fined for either leaving their car window down or not locking their car doors. That's your own stupid fault. I mean, if someone's going to come along and pinch your car because you've left the window open or left the doors unlocked, what did you think was going to happen? Can you imagine the copper coming and knocking on your door? Excuse me, sir, is that your vehicle parked out the front? Yes, it is, Mr. Copper. Here's a fine because you left the door unlocked. Well, how do they even know that in the first place? They're going around opening all the doors.
Exactly.
Seriously. Just trying it on. But the window's down one. I do that in summer just for airflow, so that you're not climbing back into a stifling car that's going to cook you alive. I mean, it's not all the way down, but you'll leave a good crack there, just being like, well, at least the breeze is getting to it in my absence. I had no idea this is actually illegal. Do me a favour.
I can understand, antiquated laws still being on the books that just haven't been removed. But the thing that amazed me is that these are being enforced in New South Wales.